Could Tyler Adams be the next January transfer saga? I think so, honestly. I think that after this World Cup performances, there'll be multiple teams keen to grab his signature. Now, if you want to trust the rumor mill, I've heard price tags of $50 million coming out of Leeds camp about Tyler Adams. But I think, with the clubs that are interested, it's going to be hard to avoid this becoming a saga this January. Tyler Adams has proven himself not only in the World Cup, but in the league leading up to it, that he's just a top player, and he deserves his role at a top team competing for the top competitions. This will develop. It'll be a developing situation as you have interest from big clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal, Inter Milan. And these coaches are a big fan. And this type of player doesn't come around often, where you have somebody who's so strong defensively, who really sits back and anchors the midfield and allows the other creative midfielders to kind of get up the field and make decisions, and even the fullbacks can get up knowing that Tyler Adams, as you've seen before, he'll come over and cover that line. Erik ten Hag has been reported to have a deep admiration for Tyler Adams and his style of play. When you think about it, he sort of does fit perfectly into what United want in that midfield. Working alongside Casemiro or even in replacement of him while Casemiro's resting, it seems to be the perfect role, as he is a world-class center defensive midfielder at this point. He's second in the Premier League for tackles completed, and he won 82% of his tackles at the World Cup, and he was pretty sure leading the stats there too. Fred and Scotty McTominay aren't going to cut it at United as a long-term solution. They're looking actively for a replacement. And it's already been said that Tyler Adams is high on the list of targets. And this is what makes me think that with Arsenal and Inter Milan looking at him in January, obviously United will have to put their foot in the door. And Leeds won't let him go easy. Leeds obviously is a big rival of United, and they're not going to allow that to go easy, especially as Tyler Adams was just voted the fan favorite at Leeds, and he's been there for 4 months. He's an outstanding player, and obviously the reports are out about all these clubs looking at him, but I think it's going to be difficult to get his signature across in January. But after the end of the season, he said he's open to evaluating his options. On the subject of Inter Milan, Inzaghi has been looking at Tyler Adams. There's reports out that he's already said that he admires the player and that he'd really look for him to come over to Italy. But Tyler Adams already has come out in an interview and said that he greatly prefers the Premier League. But yeah, as I've said before, Leeds are in no position to let Tyler Adams go at the moment. He would just add to the laundry list of gaps that need to be filled. I think right now they need a striker, a left back, a center back, another center mid. So it's highly unlikely that they'll be willing to let him go this January. But obviously, there was going to be clubs coming in. There's been rumors of a $50 million price tag. So, it could happen, and it could very well be this January. But like I say, more likely, I believe that it'll come in the summer. I think during the World Cup, the midfield combo of Musa, Adams, and McKennie really kind of shocked the world and showed what these players are capable of. But I think it caused their stocks to shoot up. These players, they're probably going to be the focus of a lot of transfer attention this January just because of the way they played there and that they're Americans and everyone's really looking to capitalize on our market. Between these players, it's no surprise that we already have rumors from coming in for Tyler Adams, as he's been tearing it up in the Premier League. He tore it up at the World Cup. He's a most important player, or one of them, for our national team when it comes to building from the back and having that strong core to allow us to go forward and take some chances. So, Tyler Adams, he's a world-class player at this point, and I think that he's going to be in high demand this January. Ultimately, with Tyler Adams only being 23 and the World Cup coming to America, coming home in 2026, I just want him to play first-team soccer. Honestly, it seems like the best place for him is Leeds, and I would like that. And as a Manchester United fan, I would love to see him there. But I don't know if he's going to have that role for the club that I would want him to have. And so, most importantly, I just think that we need to make sure he's getting first team soccer. And if that means he stays at Leeds, that's what camp I'm in. And if he's going to come to Man United, I really want him to have that important first team role.